Hey there, North Carolina virtual school teachers. This is Mike Shoemake. Just want to do a quick tutorial on Google Voice. It's something that I use all the time. What I've done here is I've set up. This is sort of the part two of instructions. The part one I want you to go through first is how to set up your Google Contacts with your student information. That's important because when you do that, part of that step is to get all of those phone numbers, your student cell phone numbers, um, on a spreadsheet. And when you have those, you'll have a long column of student phone numbers. So I want you to use your imagination here and pretend that this column is full of phone numbers. And so what I'm going to do is we're just going to pretend here that the letter A is representative in an algebraic way. I'm an English teacher of phone numbers. Now over here, these are commas. Now why is this important? I'll tell you in just a second. But first, I'm going to teach you a new trick. On this side, we have commas. I'm going to teach you how to use a formula called, you know what, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's concatenate, maybe, equals C-O-N-C. Microsoft Excel is going to spell it for me, which is a good thing. I'm going to select it, tell them, yes, that's the one I want. I want you to do it this column. And then I'm going to put a comma there because you always have to put a comma in between two cells in Excel. Then I'm going to click and I want you to do it to this one. And then I'm going to close the parentheses. And I'm going to hit enter. So what that does is it gives me the A with a comma beside it. So now all I got to do is grab this bottom corner of the box, drag it down, and so now what we're going to have is a phone number with a comma beside it, phone number with a comma beside it, phone number with a comma beside it. And why that's important, we'll go over in a second. The next thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to right-click on this, we're going to hit copy, and then beside that, we're going to hit paste special. All I'm doing is right-clicking, paste special. All I want to paste is the value. I don't want Excel to copy and paste the formula, just the value, just a number with a comma beside it. Okay, and when I have that, I don't need any of these other three confusing me, so I'm going to delete them. Now I've got a phone number with a comma beside it, and it's time to take a look at Google Voice. Google Voice is something that you have for free, and it's already set up, and you already have it if you have a Google account. All you have to do is go to google.com/voice. That's it. That's going to take you to a page that looks like this, except it's not going to have text messages that have already been sent to friends and family of mine. So these are my friends and family over here. Oftentimes, I'm going to have students texting me, and I hope nothing texts in while I'm doing this video because I want to keep that information confidential. Now, this is my Google Voice phone number. When I send a text message through Google Voice, this is the phone number that's going to show up right here. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to hit text. It's going to say 2. Now, crucial piece of information here, I can only send text messages to 5 numbers at once. Now, Google went along with the same rules we're used to with email. If you put a comma between it, it's going to see it as separate values, which is why we went through all this trouble earlier to put a comma in that row. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to hit Control-C. I'm going to hit Control-V. Now, you've got 5 phone numbers and 5 commas. The next thing you want to do is you want to actually write the text message. First, tell them who you are. Shu here from NCVPS. Now keep in mind, this is just going to each individual student. It's not going to look necessarily like a mass text. Don't make it feel like a mass text. Say, just checking in and wanting to see how you're doing on the etc., etc. Now, we don't have any assignments right now because we're between semesters, but how you're doing on this assignment. Also, and then I'll pick a current event. How do you feel about this? And I usually pick something controversial because students love being on that soapbox, and they want to tell you how they feel about things. They want to connect. That's a good thing. So then I'm going to hit Control-A, Control-C, and I'm going to pull up Notepad, Control-V, Control-A. Now I've copied it. All right, Control-C. So now all my pattern is I'm going to hit Send, and it's going to send. I'm going to go back to Excel, highlight the next 5, hit Control-C, go to Text, Control-V, hit my Notepad, Control-C, go to Messages, Control-V. You can send out 60 text messages in 60 seconds this way. Trust me, I do it all the time. These text messages will then fly in to your Google Voice account, and you can answer them with your keyboard. Excellent. Have a good one. This is Shoemake. Really hope this helps.